Welcome back, everybody, to episode 3 of State of Decay. Now, I just want to apologize for saying this now that I forgot to turn on my audio for my mic. So everything you're getting right now is all voiceovers for this episode, and only this episode, hopefully. I hate having the voiceovers for these episodes, so I'm hoping that next time I remember how to do it properly. I did do some work between streams and episodes. I got Penny, who is my new recruit, got her up to Hero, or I'm going to get up to Hero today. And then I got this new base. What this now allows me to do is build more facilities. I believe it's 2 more small facilities and then 1 large. So I use all those to go ahead and get a little further into the game, because now we're going into like our fight, the plague heart situation here, and it's gonna get rough. And I need to have a lot of facilities in order to make sure that everything runs smoothly. So we're gonna go ahead and figure out what we're gonna do today. One goal for today is to go down to the southwest part of the map and to retrieve at least the Marauder that I left behind. I kind of got into a tussle in between the streams, and I was unable to get it back because of a certain juggernaut. So that's my goal today, go ahead and bring that back amongst other things. I then began searching for some ammo, as I'm going to need a whole lot of this to fight off the 30 plague hearts that are in this world. And with this van, killing freaks is gonna be a pain. It comes to like the bloaters and the screamers, those things are easy, of course. But if I see a Juggernaut or a Feral, like I just can't. It's so difficult. I have to do a certain maneuver in order to get him killed, but it takes a lot of time and most importantly a lot of gas. Since this is a van, it runs a lot more. I then made my way down to the network barter agent and I get my van stuck, which in itself is never fun. So it looks like they had medical supplies and food. Nothing too big, except that they do have a signal booster and a white noise machine. Now, I did not pick up the white noise machine, as I will need power from that, and I don't know how, I don't want to put 2,000 influence on a new facility for that. So I then just pick up the signal booster and get on out of there. With the van being stuck here, I have to hopefully not be spotted for like 10 seconds, and I can go ahead and get out of here. This is always like super intensive whenever I'm playing lethal mode. And then now would be a good time to go over and get that ammo since it's just real close by. And after running to the gun outpost and getting the ammo rucksack, I then started to kill some freaks and some horrors in order to raise my hero standing, which gives me +1 fuel per day. But as you can see, it has led to my van blowing up, and now I'm in quite the predicament. This is not exactly ideal if you're playing Lethal Zone and you only have 5 shotgun shells. That's all you got. It's not good. So I'll get my van going, and then I'll meet y'all when it's morning time, probably. It turns out that one of my outposts actually got taken over by an infestation. So this is actually a great way to get easy 55 influence. As long as it's level 1, take out the screamer, and you win the whole thing. It's easy. I then make my way back to one of the plague hearts, because I gotta take care of, I think, 2 of these now that are currently awakened nearby where I am. So this is pretty easy. For the most part, having this window here makes it like they only have one way in, which is the door, and of course the other window right there. But over here it's really safe. Now keep in mind that as you're attacking this plague heart in particular, there's a very high chance that if you're too close to the bed, you won't actually be able to like dodge out of the way from any kind of attacks, and that includes some zombies or from the plague heart himself between its phases. So be very, very careful with how you're doing this. Make sure that you use your van or your vehicle to get stamina back, because this is actually a great way to just sit by the plague heart, hop back in, kill it, and do your thing, and then get on out of there. And of course, it also prevents zombies from getting in from that one entrance. So take your time with this, don't rush through it, trust me, it's Lethal Zone. You will die if you rush it, I promise. Unless you're like 1,000 hours, but I'm not. So we're gonna take it slow. Hey bud. And it's about time whenever a Pharaoh finally joins us, and it wasn't even just 2, I think it's actually 3, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, it's all in there. One more shot takes care of the plague heart, now it's just the plague Pharaohs against the point, but this is actually more dangerous than the plague heart itself. But this is why I let the shotgun do so much damage. Spread shot. I'm not a good shot, but hey, if you can hit your shots, this is actually a great way to kill them. That is a lot of zombies. Holy crud. Oh my god. But you know what kills horde zombies faster? A giant fuel bomb, which definitely can do some serious damage to your own car and yourself, so be very careful. But this killed, I'm pretty sure, every zombie in that room except for that one guy. So now, ready to go. Now I make my way down to the Maragra. It's a long way down, about 1,000 meters away from my starting base, and I brought just some guns and some snacks, and that's it. So if a Pharaoh were to catch me, it would have been deep trouble, but somehow I did not manage to see a single one. And also while I was here, I also looked for fuel, and for the quest, it turned out to be right here at this gas station, so I got the fuel, and that was it for the quest. That was fast. I finished looting, and I headed back home in my car. And the next morning, I went down to the other enclaves to sell some tradables, because we are currently in the finer things in life curveball, which makes everything that I sell twice as much, which will be super helpful for selling things like the incredible trade value that sells for 340 influence for one item. It's a lot of money. So I went and stopped by here, and hopefully I got some fuel, but I wasn't so lucky today, unfortunately. But later that day, I just stopped by the enclave again, and I saw a gas can. So yay, I am saved. After going back to my base and getting everything put away, I then ran to the next plague heart and started taking my attack onto this guy. This wasn't too difficult. However, in the middle of my assault, I was jumped by a sweet old little Pharaoh that was just coming by that window right there. And this was the start of my hallucinations that maybe I might just die here. But I ran back to my car, and then I just hid up there until I killed the Pharaoh. This is your best way to kill it, because if you can see on here, they can't hit you. Use your gun, you just keep shooting it, and eventually, it'll die. Like, there you go. Yeah, if I can shoot properly. Alright, go and finish this off. My attacks followed as I would run to my car, go in for a few swings, and then run back out. My goal was to try to avoid to use my drinks and snacks, so I want to try to save them for, I guess, harder play cards, or just try to get used to this. So I would go in there for 2 attacks, or 3 attacks, and then I would run back. I did not mean to do that, but now we're down to our second phase. So let's keep doing this over and over again. This isn't too bad, really. It's just taking your time. Eventually, you'll do it, but it's stressful, man. It's stressful. There are so many zombies. Oh my god, there's so many zombies. And my final assault, the plague heart is now dead. Now, the only problem with this is that in Lethal Zone, the zombies do not disappear, which is fine. Like, just run far enough away, you'll be fine. But man, these zombies here are relentless sometimes. And unfortunately, the finer things in life curveball did end, but I did sell enough to get about 1,000 influence. So I will call that a win. And with that in mind, I'm going to go ahead and end this episode here. I hope that you guys enjoyed. I apologize again for the voiceover. And yes, I do sound sick. It's a morning thing. I hope to see y'all next episode. And I hope that I can continue on the streak of killing plague hearts and hopefully not dying. But you know what? Anything can happen in Lethal Zone.